So as we all know, groceries at the supermarket right now are astronomically high in price, and going out to eat can be very expensive. And I tell you, during these times, there's nothing better than making a dish at home that's easy to make, made with affordable ingredients, and fills your body with so much goodness. Anyways, today that's exactly what we're doing. We're making a one-pan spinach and mushroom egg skillet. And let me tell you, this dish has layer upon layer of so many delicious flavors. It truly is effortless to put together, and the best part, it's all done in just 30 minutes, making it the perfect dish for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Folks, serve this skillet next to some roasted potatoes and a crunchy baguette. You're gonna have yourself a delicious and affordable meal. All right, let's just jump right into this. I'm gonna grab a large fry pan and heat it with a medium-high heat. While the pan is heating, I'm gonna cut 8 ounces of mushrooms, which is 225 grams, that have already been washed and patted dry, each one 2 slices that are 1 centimeter thick, which is a little over 1/4 inch. For this recipe, I'm using typical white mushrooms, but you can also use baby portobellas. We'll also roughly chop 1 medium-sized onion and thinly slice 4 cloves of garlic. Then we'll move back to the fry pan. Once it's nice and hot, we'll add in 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, which is 30 milliliters. And immediately add in the sliced mushrooms. And we'll mix the mushrooms around, that way they're all coated in the olive oil, and then place them in a single layer, use as best as you can, and cook them for 1 minute without mixing them. After 1 minute, we'll mix the mushrooms, and then once again place them in a single layer, use as best as you can, and cook them for 1 minute without mixing them. And we're going to continue to cook our mushrooms in this method until they're lightly golden brown. After 6 to 8 minutes, and the mushrooms are lightly golden brown, and all their water's been cooked off, we'll season them with a kiss of sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. Give it a quick mix. And then remove the mushrooms from the fry pan and set them aside. Now, using the same pan, we'll lower the fire to a medium heat and add another 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, which once again was 30 milliliters. Then we'll immediately add in the chopped onion and garlic. And at this point, you want to mix the ingredients around continuously. That way they don't brown too quickly and it all evenly sautés. After 3 to 4 minutes, and the onion's nice and translucent and that garlic is beautifully fragrant, I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of sweet smoked Spanish paprika, which is 2.5 grams, and 1/4 teaspoon of ground cumin, which is a little under 1 gram. And we'll give it a quick mix. That way the spices are well mixed into the garlic and onion. As always, the Spanish paprika I'm using is from Kiva. Link where you can get some in the description box below. And if you buy it from that link, you also get 25% off your order. Then we'll add in 1 cup of tomato sauce, which is 240 grams. As always, I made my sauce by finely grating fresh tomatoes, but you can also use canned tomato sauce here, which is very similar to passata. And we'll season everything with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll give it a mix until it's well mixed together, and then simmer it for a few minutes. While the tomato sauce is simmering, I'm going to grab 150 grams of fresh spinach, which is 5 ounces, and roughly chop it. I'm using fresh bagged spinach here. As you know, I love this stuff because it's pre-cleaned and affordable. However, you can also use frozen spinach here. Just make sure to fully thaw it out and pat it completely dry beforehand. Okay, let's move back to the pan. After 5 to 6 minutes, and the tomato sauce has slightly thickened, we'll start adding in the spinach and mixing it. That way it easily wilts. And you want to make sure to add the spinach in their batches. That way it doesn't overflow out of the pan. Once all the spinach has been added and it's slightly wilted, we'll add in the sauteed mushrooms back into the pan and give it a mix until it's well mixed together. And for the final step, let's start adding in our eggs. And as you know, before I add eggs into a skillet, I like to crack them into individual bowls, as it ensures that no eggshells go in there and that the yolks are not broken. And as you add the eggs, just create a little pocket, that way they perfectly sit in there. And make sure they're all evenly spaced out. Then we'll season the eggs with a kiss of sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And then place the lid on the pan and lower the fire to a low-medium heat and simmer this between 3 to 5 minutes until the egg whites are set, but you still have slightly creamy yolks. After 3 to 5 minutes and the eggs are just cooked through, this dish is ready to go. I'm going to remove the pan from the heat and sprinkle it with some chopped fresh parsley. Check it out, our one pan spinach and mushroom egg skillet is done. Easy to make, affordable ingredients, and all done in just 30 minutes. Let's give this a try and see how it turned out. Seriously folks, this is what honest home cooking is all about, and I am so excited to try it. It smells absolutely amazing. Here we go. Still piping hot. That skillet right there hits on all cylinders. The mushrooms add a nice earthiness. The spinach will lift the goodness. And the rest of the ingredients in those eggs, that punch of flavors. Easy to make, simple ingredients. Give it a try at home. Once again, next to some roasted potatoes and a crunchy baguette, you're gonna have yourself a delicious and affordable meal. Real quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Tom Pagano, Tandy Irvin, Maria, and Karen Reynolds. And guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button. Leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.